That's right. It's our home, so don't say that it's fate. It's not too late. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Phantasy Star Universe. A way to survive. Have somebody we love. Why we're here. You can tell I've been listening to it. It's so cheesy. We get a full anime opening every time we restart this. All right, we're jumping back into where we left off, right here. Yeah, we literally left off in the, you know. Wait, what happened to the option I had last time? Why did it disappear?
What?
The audio balancing option is gone.
Fuck?
It was there last time. Great, so we're back to having unbalanced audio again. Yeah, it's gone.
Oh shit!
Why did the video give me that option last time? It is the same video, by the way. I mean, look. Phantasy Star Universe full walkthrough gameplay. Same person, Lackery. I don't know. How come I only had that option when we watched last time when we were still in the meadow or whatever? That's so weird. Uh-oh. Hold on, is my stream actually working? Give me a second. I gotta check. I'm recording at least, so none of this will get lost, but I need to see if... Okay, I can hear myself. Oh, the bitrate is crazy. Uh-oh. I might have to manually upload my recording of this. Yeah, I'll have to look at the VOD and see, yeah. Something's a little jank with the bitrate. That's not good. Okay. Good to know. So I'll have to make sure the recording definitely keeps working. Alright, let's keep going. Chapter 3, Relics. I still don't know why the option disappeared though.
Ethan, you awake yet? Up and at him.
Fuck you, Hugo. Let me sleep.
Come on, get up, you lazy bum.
You bastard! You suck!
Good morning, Master Hugo.
Hey, Pete. Maybe you'll have better success at this. Want to try waking him up?
Certainly. Just one moment, sir.
Oh, here we go.
Ethan, sorry to disturb you, but Master Hugo is here.
Looks like you're not having much luck either.
My sincerest apologies. It seems that extreme measures are called for. Please wait
More
just
slapstick
a
humor, I like it. More 2000s anime tropes.
What the? Ow! Knock it off! Hey, I should knock it off. Let me go. What? Ow! Cut it out, Pete. Please.
I trust you slept well.
You better have a good reason for this.
You bastard! We've been sent to the Perun ruins. Karen's asked for us. I'm already in the city in Area B2. We need to...
Ruins? Is this about that relic site?
You got it. Now will you get it into gear?
Hey, Hugo. Ow, Pete. You can let go of my ear
My
now.
apologies.
I wonder if... Not related to what's happening here. I wonder if the Twitch server that I'm connected to... I don't know what the Twitch servers are in general, but like... There's some severe weather warnings like all over the United States right now. Like most of the east/center of the US has like tornadoes going on right now. Or tornado warnings that are only getting more severe right now as time goes on. So I'm kind of wondering if that might be affecting the bitrate, and that's why my stream elements bot barely said I went live, even though I've been actually live for like almost 10 minutes. So just conjecture, but yeah, today is March 14th of 2025 for further context. So Lots of weather events, big weather events happening right now in most of the country. There's like, you know, flood warnings in some areas and tornadoes and hail and all kinds of shit. Anyway, Ethan says, good morning, Pete. And Pete says, good morning, Ethan. Hell of a rude awakening. Ethan says, don't you think that maybe you went a little overboard just now? Yeah, seriously.
You son of a bitch!
I thought you were gonna pull my ears right off. Pete says, my sincerest apologies. Fortunately, however, I now know the most effective way of waking you up. Oh, hell no.
Oh, shit!
Ethan says, whoa, hold on a sec. Are you saying you plan on doing that again? Come on, Pete, give me a break. Pete says, if you find it uncomfortable, might I suggest waking up a bit earlier?
Bruh.
Ethan says, all right. But because you were yanking on my ear so hard, I couldn't hear where Hugo said he'd be waiting. I think I heard it, but totally forgot. He says somewhere in the city. Where was it again? Pete says area B2. Clyde's City on the 4th floor near Guardian's headquarters. Okay. Ethan says, well then, I'd better hop to it. Pete says, before you go, I've prepared information on some matters you may wish to hear about. Okay. Would you care to listen? News? About Karen Era, our hot instructor slash leader, I guess? I don't know what to... He's a squad leader, technically, right? So I guess that kind of works too. I don't know if instructor's the other correct title, though. Maybe? I guess field training... I mean, she's overseeing our field training, so... whatever. Yeah, the hot chick we met yesterday, who's the leader of our squad, right? Karen. Pete says, Karen's exact date of birth is unknown, even though she just told us her age yesterday. She said it 17, same as, you know, Ethan and Hugo. So it can't be that hard to figure out based on that. Pete says, 15 years ago, she was discovered as a babe, alone in the woods. I like how they use babe instead of baby. Like, instead of putting an E at the end, or a Y at the end, they put E. I wonder if that's like, maybe that's supposed to be the more proper way to say it. Because you see this in FF14 as well. When they say the word baby, they use that. They use babe instead of, you know, with the Y. So it's definitely something the localization teams seem to like doing instead of... Maybe baby is actually improper and we never knew. I don't know. Okay, so 15 years ago she was discovered alone in the woods as a baby. She was raised by the Shido family on New Days. Okay. Despite being a Newman, who are renowned for their technique abilities, yeah, she is unable to use such powers. Oh, that's why we never saw her use any magic. She just uses her daggers and everything else to compensate. Ethan says, perhaps, well, maybe she's strong enough that she doesn't need to use them? I mean, he says, actually, it never occurred to me before. I guess she kicks so much ass, I just never really noticed. I embellished. He said but I said ass. Pete says, her inability to use techniques may have been what pushed her to become such a skilled swordsperson. Well, it was either swordsperson or swordswoman. Either way, it was, you know, wordy, so they just went with swordsperson. Ethan says, yeah, that must have been really tough for her. Can you imagine the discrimination from other Newmans being one of... They're supposed to specialize in techniques and magic, basically. And being like one of the only ones who can't use magic. Oof, she must have had it rough. About Kalam and Norf, or Norfie, I don't know what her name is. Pete says, it appears that the Green Farm has reopened for business. Sweet. They are a much smaller scale operation now. Yeah, unfortunately, they got reduced. Ethan says, I hope it works out for them. They lost 90% of their land and livestock, the Koltovas. Pete says, indeed. Ethan says they've sure got their work cut out for them. And you never know if one more seed might arrive too. About relics. Pete says a few days ago, the relic site your party discovered. Yeah. Ethan says, oh, I heard that a team of civilian archaeologists were going in to investigate. Pete says, about that, it seems that all communications have been cut off and the worst is feared. They're dead. Ethan says, what? Pete says, since the seed invaded, numerous relics have been discovered one after another. But recently, many teams sent in to investigate have begun disappearing. Oh shit. Ethan says there seem to be a lot of unanswered questions about the relics. Pete says yes, there are. But prior to the seed invasion, investigating relics wasn't really dangerous at all. Really? So it may just be negligence on the part of the research teams. If you ever have the chance to visit a relic site, be sure to take adequate care. So there is some kind of correlation with the seed appearing and then relic sites suddenly becoming dangerous. Pete says, please feel free to inquire again at any time. Please. With that said, it appears the location for your next mission is on Parum again. Ethan says, yeah, but today it's gonna be a real commission, right? Even though they call it field work, the most serious thing I've done so far was that assignment in the pasture. The rest of the time, I've just been looking for runaway pets and settling domestic squabbles. Oh, he's talking about stuff that happens between chapters, basically. He basically goes... You know, he goes on with his daily life as a guardian, doing, you know, menial things in between chapters when we're not around to watch. Pete says, guardians who carry the task of protecting the world mustn't go around questioning the size or importance of their missions. Like you're a cop, asshole. Deal with it. Everyone has different things that are important to them. Those duties that bring happiness to people are what the guardians are all about. Ethan thinks to himself, am I being preached to by machinery? Oh, that can be, hey dude. Ethan, that could be construed as racism against castes too, dude.
You son of a bitch!
You better chill the fuck out with those thoughts. Pete says, Ethan, are you listening? Ethan says, yeah, I understand. You can save the sermon for somebody else. Pete says, I wonder if you truly understand.
Bruh.
Come on, dude, bullshit.
Oh, there is one more thing I must tell you. What's up? You received a message from Guardian's headquarters. Don't forget to check your vision phone. Ethan says, alright. Okay. Why can Hugo just call me and it just auto answers? Why was he trying to wake me up? That shouldn't happen. Should be on sleep mode or something while I'm sleeping. So you can ask again whenever you want. Hugo will probably be waiting by Guardian's headquarters. Okay. We're all flying out together this time, I take it. Back to Parum. This time, I don't think we know how long it's been. Since, like, between chapter 1 and 2 was 3 months. This time, who knows? Yeah, I'm kind of frustrated, though. That YouTube kind of just, for some fucking reason, that you don't get the audio balance option here anymore. What the fuck's up with that? So weird. That was such a convenient thing, because then I could actually have the volume a little bit lower, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Wait, is this an email? Did I miss something? Wait. This says view information. Is it a message or is it something else? What did I miss? Does vision phone... Oh, right. So it is kind of... Yeah, okay. Because this is what Pete was saying. Check your vision phone because you have messages. A license update from Guardians HQ. Says, upon review of your performance during your training missions, you have been granted access to type select and free missions. I think this is the chapter where you actually unlock free mode or extra mode, where you can make your own character. And then you do free missions, like it's explaining here, which is basically just redoing an old story mission, but without any of the dialogue or cutscenes. I think even when you play extra mode, you can have the extra party members like Hugo and Karen. I don't think so, though. Maybe you just do it all. No, in extra mode, it's meant to simulate online, but single player. So no, you're completely alone. So it's a little bit harder. A little bit. For further details on the license update, please visit Guardians headquarters. Yeah. So yeah, you can do the free missions, replay old story missions with Ethan, but you also get them unlocked for your extra mode character if you're playing that. The offline version of the online mode, essentially. With your own character. If you just go straight to online, all the free missions are unlocked. You just need to get the... Well, it might have some minor story spoilers, unfortunately. You just need to meet the level requirements. But in offline, yeah, you don't get the missions on extra mode until you've unlocked them in the story mode as Ethan first. To, you know, to try to avoid spoilers for those who are only playing offline. This guy says, it looks like they discovered some relics again on Parum. They've been finding a lot of those recently. I can't help but wonder, what exactly are relics? They may be the remnants of an ancient civilization. But I hear they are far more advanced than our technology today. Does this mean we're going backwards? No, it just means there used to be a civilization far more advanced than ours and we're still trying to catch up. That's it. Didn't have to really read into it that much, dude. Synthesis shop is still preparing for opening. I guess that mechanic isn't introduced until after this mission. Why am I getting itchy here? This guy says, you're in the Guardians with Karen Era, aren't you? I saw her on the Guardians Bulletin News before. It sure must be nice working with her. Why, you got the house for her too or something? Or what do you mean? Alright, he says, I was like, where's he going with this? He says, she seems so strong and intelligent. I'd like to be instructed by her. That could still go either way. But, you know, no voice acting, so without the vocal tonality, who knows?
Greetings.
Could have just been an innocent compliment.
What can I help you with?
We'll never know.
Oh, thank you. Hi there. What'll it be?
Oh.
Come again.
Whatever you want, babe. Dude, that's super suggestive voice acting for that chick. This guy says, I'm a confessed line shield maniac. It's like, what'll it be? Come back anytime. When it comes to line shield knowledge, I won't lose to anyone. What the hell is a line shield? If you think I'm lying, go ahead, ask me anything. Fuck off. You can come make use of my vast knowledge anytime. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. This dude says, hey, Ethan. Ethan says, oh, hi, Andy. You're looking well. How's training going? Andy Fods, apparently is his name. He says they assigned me a partner and are sending me right off on a field mission. Ethan says, I can't believe we're gonna be Guardians.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
Remember how much he used to hate him too? He's completely 180'd on that. Ethan thinks to himself, it looks like Hugo hasn't arrived yet. Wait, that notice from Guardian's headquarters. I guess I'll go see what that's all about. Oh, we have to inquire about the free missions? They have to at least explain them to us or something? Wonder why he only has two save files. Only feels the need for one backup, I guess. Lou, I still remember her name, says, how was Parum? Ethan says there are all different kinds of casts out there. Lou says there are many different kinds of humans, too. The intelligent ones are ones who aren't bogged down with useless things like emotions. I beg to differ on that, actually. Depends on what she really means by that. Yeah, thank you. I'm with Ethan on this. Ethan's like, that's not true. I'd say the more intelligent ones are the ones who are actually emotionally intelligent and can perceive other people's emotions as well as their own accurately and know how to handle them in a professional way. Not necessarily professional, depends on, you know, if the person's like got a job where they have to kind of do that or not, but being able to manage their own emotions in an intelligent way, we'll just say that. And also being able to accurately identify emotions, perceive them, and be empathetic towards others accurately as well. It all, you know, it's all part of being socially intelligent, really, which is our true nature, is being social. Mina says, welcome to the Guardians, protectors of the future of Graal. Ethan says, hi, Mina. Mina says, hello, Mr. Weber. Ethan says, I got a message telling me to come here. Mina says, ah, yes. You've received a permit to participate in free missions and type selection. Oh, I think type selection is to change job classes. As you can, your character, it's no longer you have to choose a certain character type to be a certain job class like it used to be in PSO. You can make any character you want, and it can be any job class you want whenever you want. You can switch jobs all you want, I think. That's the type selection. Mina says, I'll explain. What should I start with? About free missions. Mina says, typically a client comes in with a request for the Guardians, which is then forwarded to the pertinent branch, either here on the colony or on the planets, where it's then assigned to the appropriate person. Okay. You know this much, I assume? Ethan says, yeah, of course. Mina says, since the Seed invasion, the number of commissions from citizens has skyrocketed. But there's a limit to the amount of an individual citizen can procure for compensation, especially in exchange for some of the larger scale cases. Also, when dispatching Guardians to deal with these catastrophes, if there's a sudden seed outbreak, dealing with that and the resulting contamination in a timely manner becomes very difficult. Ethan says, I see. Mina says, in order to remedy that situation, the Guardians and political representatives from the various planets set to negotiations. The result of those talks was that Guardians, regardless of their current mission status, who help in the purification of seed-infected areas and help suppress the ensuing altered life forms, will be paid a suitable fee based on the results of their actions. This is what a free mission is. I was gonna say, hence free mission. You don't need to wait for a client to hire you, basically. You can just volunteer to just get in there and help out, and you get paid for it. Ethan says, I get it. If I exterminate all the seed-altered life forms in an area, not only do I get the practice, if I do well, I can also earn some money. Like a job. Mina says that is correct. Classic Phantasy Star Online style, basically. Just go kill the monsters. Mina says now, to find out which areas are taking damage, there is information available at the mission counter at transportation facilities. Like the flyer base. From there, you can join free missions at your leisure. Also, from your Guardian's lodgings, use the Vision Phone to receive messages from the TTB regarding new free mission updates. Ethan says, sounds good. Mina says, well then, let me renew your Guardian's license. Free missions are now available. Cool. Mina says, for example, I hear that now in Parum's Rathon Meadow, altered creatures have become a really big problem. The free mission, Creature Discomfort, is now available from the flyer base in Holtez City. It's literally just a repeat of the same exact mission we just did. Like, that was just an in-game lore-friendly way, non-immersion breaking way to explain what a free mission is. But if we're being real, breaking the fourth wall now, it's literally just replaying the story mission. But you can do it with any party setup you want instead of the scripted party setup we had before with just Hugo and Karen. Because we will get new party members later, as far as I can remember. So I guess it's kind of like redoing dungeons in FF14 in the trust system, as opposed to duty support the first time around, where you're only able to select within a set amount of characters that are there for the story, and then when you play in Trust, you can pick any party members from future. I guess like from future. Well, actually, I haven't confirmed that, but you can pick any party members even that were not canonically there for that particular mission or dungeon. They can join you. Their avatar joins you or whatever. Mina says, during battle, the main computer here sends combat information to the Guardians involved. It's called automatic support. This support system differs based on an individual Guardian's combat style. Those different styles are called types. For example, the kind of weapons used differs with each type. Your current type is Hunter. However, that can be changed using type selection. Ethan says, can you only change your type once? Mina says no. At the type selection counter behind this one, you can change your type as many times as you wish. As you earn mission points, you can also raise the level of your current type. Even if you change levels, the levels of your previous types do not change. You can choose the best type suited to fit each mission. Ethan says, got it. Mina says, well then, allow me to renew your Guardian's license. Type selection is now available. You can change job classes. I wonder what types this player's gonna use. I pretty much just stuck to being a hunter through and through. Ethan says, thanks a lot. I think I got it down for the most part. Oh, have you seen Hugo? Mina says, Hugo, right? Ethan says, yeah, I've got a mission with him coming up. He was supposed to be waiting around here, but I don't see him anywhere. Mina says, yes, now that you mention it, a little while ago, a Guardian returning from a mission said that Hugo was in front of the PPT gate making advances on some girl. Of course, he's already... That horny motherfucker's already hitting on some new chick. Ethan says, oh, jeez. Thanks, I'll go find him. He's been spotted making, as she paused, advances on some girl. Mina says, you're welcome. Do be careful out there. Advances. And may the holy light guide you. That's what I'm gonna say from now on. I was making advances. What is it? Like Are we talking about war here? What do you mean advances? Like, that's such a funny term to me. It's like you're in battle and you gotta make advances and overtake the enemy or some shit. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, the 3 basic ones are Hunter, Ranger, and Force. There are subclasses within those. Okay, so if you're a Hunter, you're able to use all the way up to S rank swords, knuckles, partisans, double sabers, I think those are. Twin sabers, twin daggers, twin knuckle things, I don't know. The single version as well, but you're only able to use C rank sniper rifles. I think those are like bazookas or cannons or something, I don't know what they're called. And double pistols, and the singles as well, and little... Oh, for the single pistols you can go to B rank. Submachine guns, B rank, and then wands, B rank. Ranger... Well, there you go. I'm not going to name them all again, but yeah, B rank for some of the hunter weapons, but S rank for all ranger weapons, of course. And then B rank for the wands. Force is by far the most limited. You went through that fast. For Force, it's literally just staffs, wands, all the way up to S rank, and then everything else, like just single saber, just a single dagger, just a single pistol, whatever the hell this shit is, and a submachine gun, and only up to B rank for those, and that's it. Because they're supposed to use magic techniques, so their weapon selection is of course the most limited as a counterbalance. What did I say? I turned my head for 1 second. Hunter, same as current type. Yeah, Ethan starts off as a hunter, so. Says a hunter is a balanced type with high attack power, good for melee combat, skilled in the use of striking weapons, a good fit for beginning players. True. I guess he's staying hunter. This guy says, Mr. Goads, have you been with the Guardians for a long time? Oh, that was Ethan asking this guy. Faisal Goads, yeah, we talked to this guy before. He says, I've been with them for over 20 years now. So yes. I stay mostly indoors these days. But in my younger years, they flew me all over the solar system. He's already saying that. If you ever run into any problems, let me know. Ethan says, thank you. Lou says, I don't understand the need for emotions. Ethan says, of course you don't. Like rolling his eyes, obviously. I mean, who knows? Maybe one day we'll also come to see them as obsolete. Can't really say. Maybe it'll turn out they are more of a hindrance than a help. Who knows? The future is a giant question mark. Ethan says, are you a newcomer? Are you a newcomer too? She says, you can tell? It's only been 1 week since I got my assignment. Ethan says, I'm Ethan Weber. I just joined the Guardians myself. Nice to meet you. He says, nice to meet you too. I'm Porsche Tuval. A female cast. This is the what? The PPT gate for the planet Moatube. We're not going there yet. Currently, due to the seed invasion, travel is restricted, so those without permission will not be allowed aboard. Hard edit. Oh shit! Look at the way Lumia's dancing. She's all shy and bashful. Of course, she's the one Huga's hitting on. Oh my god.
Bruh. You bastard!
Huga just happened to run into Ethan's sister, which I'm supposing he never met before. And he's hitting on her, and she's just like getting all bashful about it. You can totally tell. Ethan says, Lumia!
Surprise, motherfucker.
Lumia says, oh, Ethan! Huga, Ethan says, Huga, are you trying to pick up on my little sister or what?
You bastard!
Lumia says, Hugo was just asking me if I'd like to go to the amusement park in the resort block. She's giggling while she says this, so he welcomes it. Ethan says, Lumia, you're a little young to be dating. Haven't you heard the rumors about this guy? Uh-oh, what are the rumors, Ethan? He's getting pissed. Hugo says, what are you talking about? I'm a perfect gentleman.
Oh, shit!
Ethan says, I think the holy light is steering you in a dangerous direction, Hugo. Oh, is that a threat? Lumia says, don't butt in, Ethan. Get the fuck out of here. I've been out with boys before.
What?
Ethan says, what are you talking about? You've never stepped foot off this colony. That doesn't mean she hasn't been dating here. In the colony. You don't know. Lumia says, why do you treat me like a child all the time? I hate you!
You son of a bitch!
Proves it kind of answered her own question immediately, but I also get it, yeah. Yeah, exactly. What Ethan just said. I was like, she literally just answered her own question the moment after she asked it. Why do you treat me like a child? And then acted like one by saying I hate you and running off. And even Ethan saw that. He's like, and that's exactly why I treat her like a child. Hugo says, aren't you gonna go after her? And it's like, yeah, that may be true, but I also do get where she's coming from. Like, we've all been there. When you want to, you want to spread your wings and fly, and then some authority figure, whether within or without, whether inside or outside the family, just doesn't let you. We have that, the audacity of youth, as Sadler puts it in RE4. You know, we kind of want to like do our own thing. We get really overeager to just like become independent. And then people knock us down, and you just get you can't help but get pissed at them. Like, I remember what it was like to be a kid and a teenager, so I get it. So Hugo says, aren't you gonna go after her? Ethan says, forget it. Where's Karen? Hugo said, she said she was going... He says, she said she was going down to Holtez City first. Ethan says, let's hurry to Perum then. I derped out for a second. Hugo says, hold on. What's up? Ethan says, Hugo says, it looks like we might see some more action on this mission. Yeah? Let's go to the shopping mall and make sure we're adequately prepared. Oh. Weapon upgrades. Ethan says, let's just go straight to Holtez City then. We can check out the GRM store. They probably do have stronger weapons than they have here, maybe? I heard the selection here on the colony doesn't hold a candle to the GRM stuff. There you go. It's like a standard JRPG design. The towns that you see later in the game always have better equipment than the ones earlier in the game. And although that's not always true, most of the time that's usually how it goes. Hugo says, no, GRM is sort of... Oh, he's got beef with somebody that runs one of those shops, I bet. Probably like an ex-girlfriend that still hates him or he doesn't want to run into. I bet you anything that's where this is going. It could be that neurons of my memory of this game from fucking 15 years ago or whenever I played it are firing off and going, hey, I know what's about to happen. But I'm not sure. I don't know. Ethan says, say no more. I understand. I think Ethan figured it out too. Hugo says, you do? Or he's gonna call him broke. Yep, there it is. Ethan says, you've been spending all your money on dates and now you're broke, right? This could be the answer too. GRM products are better, but they're not exactly cheap, are they? Hugo says, well, yeah, you got me. Oh, but then he chuckled. Hold on. He went, so he's bullshitting. That isn't the real reason. I knew I was onto something. Ethan says, well then, let's meet up at the Guardians branch. I'll go ahead of you. In fact, I think I am starting to remember this. Hold on. Hugo says, could you hold on for a moment, Ethan? What's up? Ethan says, what is it now? Oh yeah, I forgot something. Hugo says, have you picked up your free mission permit yet? Yeah. Way ahead of you. Ethan says, yeah, I just did. Hugo says, me too, actually. So here, I'm giving you this. Received Hugo Wright's partner card. This is how you invite party members that you've met before in the story to your party for free missions. It's all coming back to me. Ethan says, huh? What's this? Hugo says, don't you remember? From training the other day. From training the other day? If you've got someone else's card, even if they aren't around at that moment, you can communicate with them regardless. I think in PSO it works this way too. I haven't actually exchanged guild cards or whatever it's called with any of the people that I've played with recently, because you know, you just talk to them on Discord. It's the same shit. But I think it was used in a similar way. Hugo says, Karen explained it to us. I think they were called partner cards? Or no, that's here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're called guild cards or something. Yeah, like the Hunter's Guild cards, basically. Ethan says, I think I remember. Or he's thinking to himself. What did she say about it? Hugo says, you weren't listening at all, were you?
Bruh.
Ethan says, don't be a jerk. Of course I listened.
Bullshit! You suck!
Look, here's my partner card. Take it. Gave partner card to Hugo Wright. Ethan says, and then? Now that we've exchanged cards, what's next? Hugo thinks to himself, you have no idea how this works, do you? Hugo says, basically, use it to invite me to your party during free missions. Ethan says, wow, I don't think I've ever heard you invite a guy anywhere. Of course he says that.
Look at this dude.
Are you gonna bring me flowers next? Oh my god. Hugo says, cut it out, Ethan. During the free mission, I figured it would be a good time for you to begin your sword training. Ethan says, what? What the fuck? Hugo says, well, like it or not, we're going to be fighting alongside one another. So he's saying you need to get good. And you make a lot of mistakes. You know that, right? And that affects my mission points too. Which adds up over time. Yeah, he's literally telling Ethan in the most, like, polite way that he needs to get good. Ethan says, get over yourself, Mr. Big Shot. We were in the same class. Does he miss the first place? Hugo says, maybe, but in the sword skills class in training school, you didn't beat me once. Ethan says, oh, don't remind me. There it is.
You suck!
Literally. Free missions and partner cards. With partner cards, while you're within a city, you can invite people into your party at any time, even if they are elsewhere. After missions with your partners, depending on your trial results, you can receive photon art discs from your partners. Trials also occur during free missions, so form parties with your partners as often as possible. They added a lot of replay value just to the story mode, the offline story mode alone, honestly. Yeah, because again, even the extra mode where you make your own character, I'm not sure if you actually, I think maybe you do. Maybe you can actually invite party members that you got in the story. Maybe. Ethan says, I see. So if I ever feel like it, I'll give you an invite. Hugo says, indeed you should. Alright. I'm not gonna turn off the mic, but while he gets to the next destination, I gotta grab some water real quick. It's in the room, so I don't have to leave, but perfect. Karen says, Ethan? Wow, early for a change? I'm impressed.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Now don't fuck it up, Ethan. Hold on a second. I had to finish that. Okay, here we go. Because he found out her age, Ethan's like, don't be so self-important. It's not like you're older than me or anything, but she's still higher in rank than you, like she reminded you. You still gotta listen to her.
Bruh.
Karen says, we may be the same age, but I'm still your instructor. Okay, I was right. She is classified as an instructor. And that attitude will not be tolerated. Oh shit, he's in trouble. Ethan says, now who's acting like a child? Karen says, moving on, today's mission will take place at the relic site we found before. Ethan says, yeah, I heard something about a research team of archaeologists going in. We're gonna go save them? Karen says, exactly. But we seem to have lost communication with them. Ethan says, that's what Pete said. Is the relic site really that dangerous of a place? Karen says, not at all. Until recently, there has never been trouble at a relic site. Otherwise, it would be unthinkable for them to send in a team unguarded. Ethan says, so the client is somehow connected to the archaeology team? Karen says, not exactly. When you meet him, you'll understand. There's a bit of trouble with the part of the mission they're fussing over. And they're still negotiating. It'll be a while before our mission begins. Ethan says, really? Well then, how about a free mission to kill some time? Does they actually force you to do one? Karen says, ah, you got a free mission permit too. How very prudent of you. Why don't we exchange partner cards? There we go, we're in. We got her number. I mean, if he made the joke with Hugo, I figured, is he about to... Oh, God. Ethan says, now that we've traded these, which way is he gonna go? Karen says, ah, I'll train you. Literally the same thing Hugo said. You need to practice. She says, now, ordinarily the mission always takes top priority. But there's nothing we can do about that now, so... Ethan says, go easy on me. So this, I think you do have to do one. It is kind of mandatory. Alright. He's gonna crack the whip on his ass. Probably literally, too. Dominatrix style. Because that's, you know... You can tell that's what Hugo was very low-key hinting at when he was like, you know... It can be beneficial if a woman's, like, very assertive and, you know... dominant. In his own words, he was saying this last time. He was just like, that could be a good thing, Ethan. And Ethan's like, what? He totally didn't get it. It just... Ethan says, hey, you got a second? This Cass says, what do you want? Don't talk to me like we're friends. Damn. Just straight up told him to fuck off.
You bastard!
That's the GRM store. This Cass says, hey, you're with the Guardians, aren't you? Ethan says, yes. My name is Ethan Weber. Person says, I'm Mikaris Geed of the Alliance Military. I like how these conversations just abruptly stop at times like that. Just a simple hello, basically, but very formal.
Welcome. How may I help you?
So that's what Cass sound like. They have an echoey voice. I mean, we heard that before. It was one of the ones we met earlier,
Thank
but
you.
I guess I just barely noticed it more with her.
Hi there. What'll it be?
It's the suggestive chick again. Roll up, roll up. Yeah, because the last cast I remember hearing was that guy that looked like he was basically wearing a helmet.
Again.
What did she say?
Come again.
Same thing as before, okay. The dude who rolled up in the tank back in the meadow. Who was like, novices. You could see he was wearing a helmet because you could see his hair sticking out in the back of it. Shop weapon upgrade. User agreement. Weapon upgrades are modifications designed for professional users. In order to increase PP capacity, photon point capacity, and weapon damage, the limiter included for safety reasons will be removed, and a pure photon stream will be applied. Weapon upgrades are a risky and delicate procedure, and if the upgrade fails, the weapon itself may become damaged. The customer agrees that we cannot be held responsible for any damage to the weapon. Each upgrade requires a weapon originally manufactured by us, as well as a grinder that matches the grade of the weapon. Yeah, they complicated grinders for upgrading your weapons. They added the stupid your weapon can break system that I absolutely hate. Maple Story had it too, and I hated that. I never upgraded my weapons because of that. It was just too risky. And then, because of how rare shit was. So, they added that, and then they complicated the grinder system a little bit. These are things I see as downgrades, honestly. Because now you have to get a grinder that matches the rank, like S, A, B, or C of your weapon. Otherwise, you can't use it. It's just like...
Bruh.
Things they didn't need to complicate. The game was, you know, plenty fun and just fine without it. As is, you know? I don't know why they had to do this shit. Why they had to add these RNG elements. Gamba! Maybe my weapon will break, maybe it won't. And then, you know, the ranking system having to be a factor for the grinders. Weapons cannot be upgraded while still included in the palette. Please remove the weapon from the palette. Same thing. Just two NPCs for the same thing.
Welcome. Can I help you?
I wonder if we're gonna hear the same exact NPC voice actors for the shops, for all the shops from here on out. The same guy and the same chick. For every male and female NPC in the shops.
Come again.
I like the designs of the guns in this game. Those are a step up from Phantasy Star Online. The pistols look way nicer, the submachine guns look way nicer too. They're also two-handed, as you can see. Or actually, no. They look pretty big there, but no, I think they only take up one little slot, so they go in one hand only. Which means I think you can dual wield them just like before.
Welcome. Take a look around.
The hell is a Moon Atomizer X? Revives and cures any incapacitated allies near the one who uses it. Well, how's that different from the other one? The regular Moon Atomizer. They're gonna sell it. Fuck! The description didn't last long enough, or didn't load up on the screen fast enough. He moved away from it. I wanted to see what the hell the difference was with the normal one.
Can I help you?
Grinder C rank +1, so it's only for C rank.
Please come again.
Welcome. How may I assist you? Thank you.
Welcome. Can I help you? Please come again.
Yeah, you can help me by going to go help some other
Hey there.
motherfucker. Okay, so it's
Want
4.
something?
Well, at least 3 different male NPC voices for the shops that I've counted so far. Hey, we got magic discs, techniques. Bowie, Barda, and Zonde. The standard stuff. Didn't we see this already? No, we did not. Supposed to have talked to this person as soon as we came in because we already used the shops and everything, but he says, "Welcome to GRM. Is this your first time here? We are the largest conglomerate in the Gural system. We can make arrangements for anything you could possibly need. Please take your time browsing." This guy says, "You again. I thought I explained to you that I don't want to be bothered by the likes of you.
You son of a...
Get out of here, I'll call the police."
Fuck!
What an asshole. This chick says, "Did you notice that ever since the seed appeared, more relics have been discovered one after another?" Not until you just told me that, actually. Thanks to the archaeologists, we're busy investigating relics left and right. But so many research teams have gone missing. It's kind of creepy. No shit. Welcoming! Ethan says, excuse me. I heard that there was a holdup with the next mission and wanted to find out the status. She says, letting me see. Please make your time. It looks like they're gonna will be taking more time. Ethan says, I see. Well, I'll stop in again later. She says, I am understanding. Cute. This cat says there's a huge beast called the Dragon that roams the Raphon Meadow. Nice. The Dragon, and if you say it fast enough, you might as well just say dragon. The Dragon. You sound like you're saying dragon as like a 5-year-old. The Dragon that roams the Raphon Meadow. It can usually be found way up in the highlands, but ever since the seed came, he's been sighted as low as the grasslands. Shit, did he get infected? He was infected. Could be. Whoa, what's with the hard edit? Forming a party. Invited Hugo Wright. Inviting Carinera. Oh, hold on. What do their little partner cards say? This is like adventure plates. Please let me know if I can be of assistance. Hugo Wright, Human Hunter, male. Carinera, Newman Hunter, female, says I may not be around much. Yeah, depending on what's happening in the story, I think you are kind of, you do get restricted on whether you can invite them or not. Even for free missions, I think. I can't remember, though. Featured discomfort. Raphon Meadow, free mission, no prerequisites. So this will take place This will basically be like a recap of the first half of the previous mission we just did in the story, basically. All the way up to the point where you start, you know, you get to the fire-filled area and you have to destroy the seed cores using that stupid little Ghostbusters thing. So everything before that point, I think, is what this mission is. As native creatures that lived in the Raphon Meadow because of the seed influence became brutal, and as a result, they are causing damage in the local area. Alright. Block 1. Trial start. So the missions will play out slightly different. Exterminate the creatures en route. Hey, you got the blue saber. I didn't even get to... I don't remember seeing what it was called when they bought it or whatever. I think they got... Same with the gun. Yeah, they upgraded it. Or it's... No, that one's the same. It's green. What's the same? So yeah, the mission does play out a little differently, aside from the fact that there's obviously no dialogue and cutscenes this time. The map structure can be a little different, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same mission. So, this is the one free mission you're required to do to advance the story. Also, he bought new armor, that's why his little, you see Ethan's shoulders, those little, like, lines that he's got from wearing his armor are now purple instead of green. That's from the armor upgrade. So even your armor can affect your fashion a little bit, because it will affect the color scheme of your clothing. Slightly. That can be a good thing or a bad thing. For me, that's always a bad thing. I like armor being completely optional and separate from clothing, so you don't have to force yourself to look a certain way. So you can make your character look however you want without affecting your stats. Luckily, it's only a minor influence here. And you know, more modern MMOs, of course, have proper glamour systems where, yeah, you can just make your character look however you want while still wearing any armor you want. But for back then, it was kind of like, kind of rough. But even then, like I said, it's very minimal. It's a very minimal impact, but still there. Alright, so yeah, since this is an old mission, we're required to do it for the story. We have to do at least one free mission, but since it is still a free mission, I'm just gonna fast forward. 4x speed. Fuck it. There's nothing of story relevance here, so... Okay. Well, that'll be likely the first mission that I... Well, no.
You're doing pretty good.
Like the second mission that I do online, basically. When I start playing on the Clementine server. The first one is technically the linear line one. I think it was short. The one that Ethan does where he rescues his sister. I think that's separated into 2 missions or something like that. In free mission form. Ethan says they've probably worked things out with the client by now. Let's go check the Guardians branch. It says a while back, a friend of mine was taken into custody. What he did was insignificant and would have been ignored on any other planet. Around here, they really come down on you for every little infraction. So, did he get caught jaywalking, or what the fuck happened? Again, they're making commentary on how robots and AI will likely be very strict about everything. There's never gonna be... Like, I can imagine this in a not too far away future, if cops become automated. You know how sometimes you might be able to talk your way out of a ticket? That ain't gonna be a thing anymore if it's an android. Because they're gonna do everything exactly by the book. That's what that guy's implying. That's, you know... But they do everything by the book. There's no getting off scot-free or getting off easy because you sweet talk the cop, you know? You're fucked. The android's gonna be like, present hall pass. The kid's gonna be like, here. That's gonna be like, present hall, second request, present hall pass, cocks the guns. She's like, right here. Then he starts blasting. I gotta look that clip up on YouTube for Family Guy. Let me do a quick search and see. If I can't find it immediately, I'll just keep going, but but I gotta at least try. Hold on. Let's see, YouTube. Uh-oh. Okay, I was like, please don't go to like an earlier video. Should be easy to find. There it is. Oh, the autofill-in. Is the video there? The XLK hall monitor. This was from 12 years ago? Are there two segments? Because I see two different people here. Peter shows off the school's newest hall monitor. Okay, let me see. It's only 31 seconds. But I don't know how much of it I can actually show. Because it is copywritten material, technically, you know? So... yeah, I don't know if I can. I guess if it's a short enough segment, it falls into fair use, and the clip is only 31 seconds, so I'll chance it. I am recording anyway, so I can, you know, if something happens to this VOD, I can always just upload the recording on my computer straight to YouTube, so yeah, hopefully this won't, also it's very quiet, I just noticed, so, but yeah, let me move the tab over. Okay. Whoop. Here we go. Let's see. Okay. Present hall pass. It is very quiet, so I'm gonna like, well, I don't have to do anything with my mic. I'm gonna raise the volume a bit.
And our schools are the safest around thanks to the hall monitor XLK. And our schools are the safest around thanks to the hall monitor XLK.
Halt! Present hall pass.
Right here.
Second request. Present hall pass.
Right here.
Security breach. Security breach.
I guess little Miss Free's spirit will think twice before roaming the halls.
Yeah, that's a fucking... oh, right, then they showed up the credits, too.
Excuse me?
Second request. Present hall pass.
And he's gone. That poor old man didn't run. Poor bastard. I forgot how old of an episode that was. Just, you know, the fact that you know, the art style and everything, you could tell it was a very old episode. But yeah, that's basically what they were implying with that conversation just now. That robots are gonna be strict. Also, that one was obviously malfunctioning because she showed the hall pass and he didn't give a fuck. Also, that old man was a teacher and didn't even recognize him. Second request. Present hall pass. And he's like, just gets shot to pieces. Also, hold on. I totally forgot to lower the volume again. There. Hugo says, ah, Ethan. Perfect timing. Ethan says, what's up, Hugo? Hugo says, I just heard from Sheena. Yeah. Karen is currently in the midst of negotiations with the client. Let's go to the meeting room. See, it wasn't even canon that Hugo and Karen were with you for that free mission, since it is optional to bring them or not. Even though they had that little bit of dialogue where they said, I can train you or something like that, technically Karen went off to do that, and then Hugo was just off over here, so... bit of a weird
Good
thing.
you're here. I want to introduce you to our client. Dr. Dorson is a relics archaeologist.
She is wearing, like, the shortest shorts ever, dude. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I saw it as soon as she got up. Like, I was just like...
introduce you to our client. Dr. Dorson is a relics archaeologist.
Okay, there's the volume.
Now, as I was saying to the doctor a moment ago, about the relic site discovered the other day, we've already lost several teams in there, and they were professionals. It's just too dangerous for you.
But I must examine this relic site. I'll go alone if I have to.
I'm gonna try to refresh the page just to see if I can bring back the option to like balance the audio. I'll refresh it one time. If it doesn't work, then oh well, I guess. So we're at 337.05.
Now, as
I got annotations in ambient mode. How come annotations came up as a new option, but not the noise thing? YouTube is fucking weird. Like, I don't get that. What? Like, what the hell? Also, I think the quality went up too, because suddenly it looks a little sharper. It's fucking weird.
I was saying to the doctor a moment ago about the relic site discovered the other day. We've already lost several teams in there, and they were professionals. It's just too dangerous for you.
But I must examine this relic site. I'll go alone if I have to.
He wants to come with us.
You suck!
There's no place for a citizen.
That's what I've been trying to explain to him.
You don't realize the importance of this place. A key to saving our world could be inside this relic site.
Let me make this clear. We cannot promise your safety.
I am well aware of that. I must go. Either way, I will go.
Very well.
I wonder why it's so important to him.
However, if at any point I feel the mission has become too dangerous, I'll abort it. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, absolutely.
You sure about this, Karen?
I don't trust him at all. He just said he's willing to go alone. He doesn't give a fuck about his safety. Like, I don't, even if she aborts the mission, I think he's pretty much gonna be like, fuck this, I'm gonna keep going without you then. Like, he's not, I don't think he's gonna be willing to comply if you try to, like, eject us out of there, you know? That's why even Hugo's like, you sure about this?
We'll see.
What could be so important he's willing to risk his life like that? Karen says, after preparations are complete, form the party, and we'll begin our investigative mission at the Raphon relics. Ethan, when you feel it is time, form the party and register everyone. When registering, you've got to be within the city limits. You can come find us in person, or you can use the partner cards. When you're ready, I'll be at the Guardians branch in the Eastern District. Hugo says, I'll be waiting in the Central Plaza. Ethan says, what about you, Doctor? While we're getting ready, maybe you'd like to go shopping or something? The doctor says, don't be a fool. I'm not stepping foot outside until we leave for the relic site. Jesus. Alright, dude. Ethan says, what are you, or thinks to himself, what are you so afraid of? Yeah, that is kind of odd, actually. Is he being hunted down by somebody? What's going on? He a wanted man? Karen pauses for a minute, or for a moment, and says, I'll make sure to bring Dr. Dorson along for the mission. Ethan, you can just add me and Hugo to the party. Ethan says, alright. From the Holtest City Flyer Base, the mission Relics Investigation has become available. For this mission, Karen and Hugo are both required. Karen says, great, you are dismissed. Alright, well, I don't know if he's still gonna do any more shopping or go straight into the mission or not. But I forgot, it's been well like past 15 minutes now, but I was supposed to take a break at the hour mark, so I will BRB. And yeah, still kind of low-key frustrated about the no longer having the audio balancing. That really helped yesterday, honestly. Now we're back to having to hear them be like 10 times quieter than the sound effects, and the audio jumping everywhere kind of sucks, but I don't know what to do about it. Is what it is, I guess. Anyway, like before, I'll set this up, and then I'll probably just switch to the I'm gonna mute it on my end so I don't get driven crazy by it, but I'll probably just switch back to the the intro and put that on loop while I'm gone. Which means you won't have to see that on YouTube, so it's just for Twitch.
Bruh.
Alright, I'm back. Damn, the volume thing didn't come back. Oh well. Anyway. Dude, well, we already read this and saw this already, but I just saw I caught up on the weather. You know how I was talking about, today's March 14th, 2025. You know, y'all know how I was talking about like the tornadoes and stuff. It's fucking crazy. Like they expected the worst of it to start about right now, which is like 9 p.m. Central Time. 9:48 p.m., almost 10 p.m. in Central Time Zone, which is where most of the severe storm and tornado weather is happening right now. And yeah, they've had like 11 plus tornado warnings, and they're still not even in the worst of it. Like the worst of it is kind of around midnight, so they're getting close now, but it's just, from what I saw, it's pretty fucking bad. Like Missouri and a bunch of those places in that area, in that region of the country, are getting absolutely fucking devastated right now by tornadoes and storms. Also wildfires, but that was earlier in the day. I don't know if they're still going. There was fires in like Oklahoma and shit, so stay safe out there, y'all. It's pretty fucking crazy. This cast says, I've been so busy because of the seed. The Lou lookalike says, Dr. Dorson will be accompanying you? Ethan says, yeah, it seems so. The Lou lookalike says, it would be best to rethink that plan. Ethan says, I think it's sketchy to bring civilians along too. Sketchy. He says, it's not just that. Ethan says, what then? That I cannot say. Then why the fuck? This bitch with her cryptic warnings, I swear to God. She just talks some shit and then just goes quiet and leaves you hanging with a cryptic warning, like, bruh. I'll have to check later how many warnings actually happen, or how many tornadoes actually happen. I know there have been 11 plus warnings, but a lot of them were PDSs, for those familiar with that term. For those not, PDS just refers to particularly dangerous situation. It's just PDS, that's it. So I was still dwelling on it, yeah. There's a lot of extremely damaging and dangerous tornadoes that have formed in the past few hours. Karen says, are you ready to go? Kick her ass from the party. She's gonna be like, what? You bastard! The hell? I thought she was further back that way. She got a very long, a very wide, I guess, radius that she circles around. Relics Inquiry. Raphon Meadows Shore. For this mission, Hugo and Karen are both required. Well, we got them already. Per the request of the client, Dr. Dorson, head to the relics site in Raphon Meadow, investigate it, and protect the doctor. It's an escort mission. Karen says, to reach the relics site, we've got to get through Raphon Meadow. But as you two know, this area has been contaminated by the seed, and the local life has been altered. This time we also need to take into account the safety of Dr. Dorson, and carry out our mission while protecting his safety. So straighten up and move out. Hugo says, understood. Ethan says, roger. Ethan says, Karen, I don't know about that doctor guy. You think he'll be cool? I mean, if he panics while we're in battle, it could be a huge problem. Yeah. Ethan just saying what everyone else who's ever played video games is thinking. Escort missions suck. And it's true, they do. The doctor says, you know, I can hear everything you're saying. Ethan says, oops.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Don't worry about me. I'm a bit of a marksman myself. Oh god, is this a callback to Dr. Osto's, the sequel to it, the Unsealed Door mission? The little doctor that you had to escort, and it was so easy for him to die to day relay till they patched it in a later version of the game in Phantasy Star Online. But he had a little pistol with him. The dude says, plus I'm paying a very large compensation fee. With the understanding that you'll protect me, of course. Ethan thinks to himself, didn't you say you were prepared for any consequences? Yeah, exactly. You said you were willing to come here alone. The doctor says, listen here. If the Goral system lost a person with my intellect, it would be an enormous loss. Ethan says, well... Karen says, it's all right, doctor. Ethan says, Karen. Karen says, I apologize for my impolite subordinate. We need to start for the relic site immediately. The doctor says, Karen says, also, as I told you before, if I ever feel that this mission has become too dangerous, I will not hesitate to end it immediately. The doctor says, I understand. Angrily, of course. I'll start. Clear the lakeshore area. Alright. Dr. Dorson already got left behind. Look at him. His AI got a little sketched out. Oh, now he has the red pistol. Alright. Alright, we'll speed this up. I don't think it'll take long before another cutscene, so... I only used 4x speed last time because it was just a free mission, which was, you know, not even canon to the story. They just make you do it so that you can kill some time. Dr. Dorson says it looks charming, but... like, it looks cute, but it's deadly. Almost went the wrong way. Take them down one at a time, she says. I like how they just make these weird grunts and gestures when you level up. It's like, oh. I think your party members, their level is just synced to where you are in the story as far as I know. But I could be wrong. Maybe they leveled up and I didn't... Like during a mission and I didn't notice. I don't think so though. I'm pretty sure they're always just level synced. They're either synced to your level to be somewhere around your level, or they're synced to the story. I like how the place we were teleported to looked exactly like where we just were. That fucked with me a little bit. Hey, we made it.
Not bad at all. You show real promise.
Son of a bitch.
I can't help but feel like Hyuga said that with a little bit of like condescending sarcasm. Just a little. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, if I remember correctly, the relic site should be around here somewhere. Wasn't too far from here. Ethan says, this is where the Alliance military was stationed. Hyuga says, looks like it's completely empty now. Yeah, it was right after we met this guy, the military dude. We found that there was a giant door. Karen says, we'll be taking a different route than before. Clearly. I think you can actually go into the base. I don't think there's much in there, but you can go in there and look around. This is a little fort, like there's not much to it, you know? Nighttime tornadoes. That's what I forgot to mention earlier too, when I talked about that. No, I did though. Yeah, I mentioned it was like 9 or 10 p.m. It's just a random thought that came back to me. I was like, oh yeah, did I mention that? There's a big difference between daytime and nighttime tornadoes. It's way more, it's obviously way more dangerous and scary if you can't even see the damn thing coming at night, you know? You haven't managed to find shelter in time? Oof. And you're out there at night with the tornado wandering around, you don't even know where the fuck it is because you can't see it? Jesus. I was watching the weather news coverage on that ship for a good chunk of today earlier. I was mostly watching the build-up because by the time the tornadoes really got started, I had to start streaming, so... I was like, I'll check on this later. It was pretty bad when I came back to look at it. I was like, holy shit. During the break earlier, I was like, damn, dude. I thought the door was right around the corner. It should be. Not this way. The strafe shooting. Special Agent Ethan Waver over here. Like when he did that tuck and roll. He did the 2 combat rolls to dodge that one monster at the beginning of the game. And then shot it. Oh, we found it, we found it. Hugo says, in this area, sea damage seems relatively minor. Ethan says, yeah, it does. Huh? What is it, Karen? Karen says, no, it's nothing. It's probably just my imagination. What got into her? Ethan's confused. Hugo looked to be the same. Dr. Dorson says, hey, what are you all just standing around for? Hurry up and take me to the relic site. Karen says, alright, let's move on. Oh shit. Those are dragon footprints. Yeah. The dragon is close. That's what she was checking on the ground. That was clever. Without giving us the top-down view of the area, we couldn't see what she was, you know, examining until after they left. The dragon.
Just what is this place? It looks like somebody set off an explosive here.
His accent.
Look at this. This wasn't caused by Alliance weaponry. A dragon's nest.
A dragon's nest?
Again, she has that gun that she never uses in combat. But in cutscenes, she always has it.
We have to leave at once. Huh?
Too late for that. It's here.
Too late. We'll have to fight it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Watch out for its fire. Everyone scatter.
It's like the classic red dragon you fight at the beginning, at the end of the forest region in Phantasy Star Online. The first boss in Phantasy Star Online. It's a red fire-breathing dragon, so... And it's in the forest area, so this is kind of like a low-key little throwback. Even his walking alone hurts you. The footsteps, you know? Karen says his entire body is covered with hard skin. The head is his weak point. Try shooting it. It's hard to target it though. The targeting system is just as jank as it was in the previous game. Karen's getting her ass kicked. Hugo says, my beautiful face!
Bruh. A test of your reflexes!
Yeah, the targeting is so jank. Can't even shoot their face. There's no lock-on system, and look how much the head moves. Like, but I guess hitting anywhere on the neck counts. Yeah. Dr. Dorson says, "Be sure to protect me. I paid a lot of money." Oh, he's about to die. Hugo says the doctor's in danger. Ah! Karen says, "Wonderful. Let's go." Either that was sarcasm, or she was just commenting on something else. The Dorson is literally on 1 HP. There's no way to heal his ass? Oh, he just died. Wait, did he die at the same time as the dragon? Is that what just happened? See, look, he's down. Look at his health bar. He's done. And he even went, ugh, like you heard him. He just got knocked the fuck out by the dragon. And for some reason, Hugo says, where's Ethan gone? And then right at this moment, he delivers the final hit on the dragon. And even levels up something. I don't know if it was I think it was just a level up. The dragon defeated.
You son of a
I think
bitch.
it's weak enough that we should be safe. For a little while, at least.
Not dead.
Quickly, we have to get to that relic site now.
Oh shit.
He's pulling his cock out! Fuck!
Ethan!
Ethan!
I'm okay. Just keep going.
It's just like, ah!
You're doing pretty good.
Look, number of Dorson incapacitated 0. It didn't count. It didn't count that he died. It's just like he killed the dragon at just the right time, so it didn't count. That's bullshit. But you know, hey, I'll take it. The game favors you. Ethan says, whew, we barely made it. Karen says, now that we've made it this far, that should be the last we'll see of the dragon. There it is. Dorson says, we were almost killed out there. Well, you wanted to come here. I don't know what kind of guarding you think you're doing for me. We won the fight, didn't we, asshole? Ethan says, huh? Why you? Yeah, exactly.
You bastard!
Karen says, my apologies for putting you in such danger, Doctor. Ethan says, Karen? Like, why the fuck you bowing down to this guy? Dorson says, oh, it's all right, I suppose. What's most important is the investigation.
Bruh.
Karen says, yes, let's move on. Shall we, Ethan? Ethan says, yeah. Okay. Like, I'm watching your ass.
You son of a...
Dorson says to see it with my own eyes. I'm risking everything for this. Yeah, why? Why are you doing that, Doctor? And who's this asshole? He says, welcome. Hey bro, I'll give you a good deal. Wanna buy something? So on long missions, because they do get longer than what we've already done, they'll basically have little shops you can stop at, like the Resident Evil 4 merchant, basically. Ethan says, there's a shop here? Come to think of it, this is probably also a low-key reference to, like, the cake shop being out in the middle of some, you know, monster-infested dungeon or something. The way Ethan said that reminded me of that, and also some people on Discord, the PSO fans on Discord have been saying the same thing. They're like, they were saying that cake shops are a staple of this game, of this franchise, because ever since the first Phantasy Star, there was a cake shop of, in the middle of a dungeon or something, and then, you know, we saw in PSO there was one. Almost every game has had one. Like a shop in the middle of nowhere where you wouldn't expect it. Karen says, Bruce!
Dylan!
Bruce says, hey babe, how you doing? I was gonna say she's not gonna like that. Karen's like, I told you to stop calling me that. What are you doing here? He says, I heard there were some Guardians coming to check out the relic site. Oh, what a shock. We found another guy who's got the hots for Karen. She's basically the hot chick until another one appears, basically. So every dude's just after her. He's like, I came here for the archaeology team too. They looked really low on stocks. Okay. Ethan says, Karen? Who's this? Some bald mustache guy. He says, what's the matter, kid? You ain't never heard of me? I'm Bruce Boyd. He's our boy from now on. He says, wherever the Guardians go, I'm there to provide support. You know, for a fee. So that's how he knows Karen. And he's been calling her babe over and over, and she's sick of it. Ethan says, what? So you're here to make money? You're here to make money is what you're saying. You bastard! Fucking greedy capitalist merchant. That was Ethan's reaction. This guy says, well, come in here, I'm risking my life. Gotta get some kind of compensation for that, right? You could also just not come here, but sure. Try to make it look different. He says, all kinds of monsters hang out at the relic site now. Y'all got your supplies in order? Karen says, I should ask you the same thing. He says, relic sites are more dangerous than you think. Make sure you take extra care. Ethan says, okay, big shot. We're going shopping. You know, while he does this, actually. Whew, that was quick enough. Oh, that's why. What the hell? Luckily, the amount of meseta you're charged for that is dependent on how low the photon points in your weapon is. Raphon Relics, block A1. Here we go. Ethan says, what is this place? What is this place? Wow, what a mansion! Oh no, Hugo says, so this is a relic site. Can't believe that there's something like this right under Parum. Karen says, relics are a bit of a mystery. There's not a lot of information out there about them. I've never seen anything like this, in fact. Dorson says, or maybe, probably more appropriate. That one. He's having a nerdgasm. Karen says, what is it, Doctor? Yeah, he's having a nerdgasm. It was definitely this. He says, magnificent. Well, he's thinking to himself, I should say. This site is completely intact. Never seen anything preserved to this extent. This is the most pristine example I've seen in all my years of study. There he goes. Hugo says he sure is excited. Ethan says, yeah, I hope he doesn't wet himself. Thorson says there may even be fully intact Stateria here too. What the hell is that? Ethan says Stateria? Karen says I've only seen them mentioned in old books. Inside these relics, there are said to be immense humanoid figures. Stateria are weapons created by an ancient civilization to wage war. Ethan says, like battle machinery? Hugo says, I believe I heard about them during a class on ancient history. I thought they were only a legend, though. Karen says, I did too. Ethan says, Stateria. Oh shit, I didn't pause fast enough on that one. Hold on. He says, hey, what are you doing? Hurry up! Karen says, please wait, Doctor. It's dangerous to go alone. He fucked off. Karen says, hey, are you planning to leave the Doctor here? Alone? You have to follow him. Karen says, it looks like we can't go any further. Thorson says, all right, the next is over there. Let's go. Karen says, hold on, Doctor. Thorson says, what? Karen says, I understand you're excited, but please stay close to us. Have you forgotten about the disappearance of the previous research team? Thorson says, yes, you're right. Sorry. Please take the lead, if you will. They're not as cute as the little guys outside. So nobody has any qualms about fighting them, but... Dorson's like, be sure to protect me. I paid a lot of money. Pew 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 pew. Need 2 of these keys. These guys are kind of annoying. straight blasting him. He does a triple thrust with the partisans. At least they don't have to be standing in it. Just you do. Box B1.
What kind of a place is this?
Oh, spot on.
Look at these statues.
Stateria, right?
They're Stateria.
Stateria?
I don't know all the details, but these were guardians of the relic sites.
Come on. Are you saying that these things could actually move around and fight?
Exactly. Why do you assume that ancient civilizations used primitive technology?
I don't know. 'Cause they're old?
If you study the relics, you'll learn that the ancients were far more advanced than we are. The only problem is, after all this time, we still don't have any idea how such an advanced civilization was destroyed.
Sounds like something they'll be saying about humanity in real life later on. In a few million years. They'll be like, wow, they had all this fancy technology and yet somehow they still died. I wonder what happened to them. Maybe. We'll see, right? We'll see. They might also be looked at like, damn, no wonder they died. Look at this crude ass technology. They didn't advance that fast, did they? It could go the other way around. So, or we might still be around. There's 3 possibilities there.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Get his ass, Ethan.
Fuck! You son of a...
Just 3 thrusts. I wonder what the photon arts does for this weapon. That's it. Alright, well, they're just gonna keep going, but I have to stop for now. So, I gotta go to bed. As you can tell, I've had a long day. I've yawned a few times. But, yeah, it's been 2 hours. So, I'm not including the break, of course, but, you know. I'm trying to segment my streams into 2 hours with breaks included. If I take them. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just go the straight 2 hours if I can. But this time I was a little tired, so... Either way, so it's been 2 hours in real time. I'll just put it that way. So I'm going to wrap up for now. So I got to get ready for bed and start unwinding. So we're going to leave it there. But as always, you know, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate the support across Twitch and YouTube. As always, please take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. Don't die. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. And I will see you all then. Peace. Find somebody to raid.